it would cost you around 15.5k Indian rupees. Maybe few universities, they consider that they will actually not give the results to you guys. Hi, hello everyone, this is Partha Krishna. Welcome to my YouTube channel Canada Krishna. Let's start our video today. So guys, according to the analytics point of view, I can see only less than 20% of the people are subscribed to our channel. Guys, please subscribe to our channel so that it motivates us to make such kind of videos. Subscribing will definitely help us reaching out to more people and ranking our YouTube channel. So please subscribe and like our YouTube channel. So today in our video, we are gonna discuss about cost to come to Canada, right? So discussing about cost to come to Canada, I think there are two main important aspects which we need to spend to come to Canada. One is obviously money, the other one is going to be time, guys. So we are going to discuss parallelly how much time and how much money you might require for all the related courses and all the related documentation and all those stuff. I'm trying to make the video as a couple of parts because I don't want to hurry up and make everything in one video. I want to give as much information as possible so that it becomes easy for you guys to go through the cost to Canada process. So the first important step when you are trying to come to Canada would be definitely IELTS, guys. IELTS is going to be really important. Few universities doesn't require IELTS if your bachelor's or if your background was in English, medium of communication was in English. But still, right, whenever you are applying for the visa process, they will definitely ask for the IELTS exam, which is like you need to have a minimum of 6. Like though your university doesn't require you to have IELTS exam, but you still need to write it for your visa process. So for IELTS, it would cost you around 15.5k Indian rupees. And so if you are a working professional, I mean, if you're working parallelly in some company or somewhere, you are spending like 2 to 4 hours a day. And if you spend for 1 month, it should be more than fine, guys. You will be able to write IELTS really well and able to score more than 6 for sure. If at all you are not working, maybe you can still make it before 1 month. So that's how it is. Don't take more time for that, guys, because IELTS is an exam which doesn't require more of a kind of, you need to have a more focused in an aptitude or such kind of stuff. You need to go through the exam, you need to understand the pattern, and if you practice for a while, I think it's not a big deal. If you are a little bit weak in English, consider having some tutor or some tuition, so that it would reduce your time, right? So that you can write the IELTS exam as quickly as possible. If at all you're taking the tuition, it would cost you extra 10k somewhere around that. So considering that, it would cost you around 15 plus 10, which is like 25. But as of now, I'm taking 10 away because I don't think most of the people will be taking the tuition for getting into IELTS exam, right? So yeah. So once you are done with the IELTS, few universities, reputed ones, for a couple of courses, right? Say for example MBA and a few engineering courses, they might ask GRE or GMAT as score, right? So in that cases, maybe you need to have your GRE or GMAT return. So the cost would be around 20k for the GRE or GMAT. The best suggestion would be, if you are really want to go into top universities, then you need to definitely write the examination. But if you are looking at somewhere around top 10 or kind of universities, then you can go through the university profile and find out if at all your course requires GRE or GMAT. Make sure you know the details. If you come to know it is not mandatory, then it is like you can completely avoid GRE and GMAT and proceed with your documentation process, right? So what I would suggest is that if you are writing a GRE or GMAT, 1 to 2 months of training is required. I mean, you need to go through the aptitude, you need to go through the English, you need to find the concepts, all this stuff. So for that, maybe you will definitely need 1 or 2 months of the preparation. And if you are really good, I mean, yeah, you can score beyond 300 in GRE, or like GMAT, you can score around 680 or 700, which is really a decent score to get into any university in Canada or in the USA. So once you're done with your GRE, if at all you need it, or with the IELTS, then you need to go through your application process, guys. For the application process, you need to find out what are the prerequisites, right? If at all you are going through the university's portal, and you go through the course which you want to go through, so it will be obviously mentioned that what are the prerequisites, right? So say for example, for me, as an MBA guy here, so they were asking me to have at least 2 years of experience experience while applying, and I need to have a GRE with me. I need to also have a 3 GPA score when I in my undergrad, right? That was what the requirement criteria was. So it completely depends on the university to university and courses which you are selecting. So kindly go through that, make sure you are reaching out the requirement criteria. If at all that is the case, then you can start applying for the universities. The tip here I would suggest is that few universities will definitely ask you for paying for the application fee. You can actually skip this part, maybe because if at all you are reaching out to university administration and say that can you please help me with having the application fee as free. Maybe few universities, they consider that they give you a promo by which you can have a free application fee. There are few consultancies as well where if at all you are applying through couple of consultancies, they have a link up with that universities. They will apply for that university for free of cost. So maybe reaching out to them and checking like kindly waive off my application fee. Maybe they could do it most of the times, so kindly have a look. Maybe you can save a couple of rupees in that. So mostly the universities will charge you somewhere from $50 to $150 for the application fee, considering that as an average of $100. And say for example you are applying for a minimum of like 4 universities, so it would be like $400, which is like a 2.5k Indian rupees. So you can actually save that if at all you actually reach out to that university and ask for a waiver of the application fee, right? Few universities do the waiver as well. So guys, response for the application which you applied can be anywhere between a couple of weeks to couple of months. Completely depends on the university and the course which you are applied again, because a few universities, they get a lot of applications and they may take a lot of time to process all those applications. But the thing is that what actually happens is that, say for example the upcoming intake is like fall intake, and if you apply for the January intake, then they will hold your application for a while because they want to complete the fall intake first. Once every application in the fall intake is done, then they will go through the winter intake, right? So that's how it works. Like if at all it is getting delayed, the reason would be because the intake which you applied is not anywhere nearby, right? So considering that, it may take from weeks to months. So you need not worry about that. You, out of 4 universities, if your profile is really good, you will definitely get response from most of the universities. So it should not be a big deal. It may also take like 2 months to get the response, right? Be patient. If at all you get the response, then you can start applying for your visa process and all those details. For me, I applied for September intake in December itself. Which is like almost like an 10 months gap. So they actually took 2 months to respond me back, which is on February, I guess. So in that kind of situations, you may take 2 months as well. So after that, I started applying for all my visa process and education loan and all those details. So yeah, that's how it works. Like sometimes it may go beyond 2 months, so don't worry about that. You will definitely get a response from the university. So once you get the response, right guys, now you need to do is that you need to start your application process. If at all you are going through the education loan, kindly go through the education loan process. What you can also do is that you can actually parallelly follow with the medicals as well. Medicals is where you need to check up yourself, so that if you have any contingent diseases, they can figure that out. They don't want someone who is coming to Canada and burdening Canadian medical system here. So they want us to be like, we don't have any problems from back in India. So medicals will completely depend on the hospital which you are going for. So I went for Chennai Apollo Hospital. They charged me around 8.5k to 9k. So few people who I met, they got around 5k, right, as a bill. So what they'll check is, they will check basically like, is everything okay? You have any fractures or surgeries, major or minor surgeries done recently, and any contingent diseases, any which can spread. All those details they will check. They will actually not give the results to you guys. If at all you are thinking like you will get the result, no, you will not get the result. The results will be directly sent to the Canadian embassy. So whenever you are applying for your visa process, that particular document which they give as a medical, you need to just scan it and upload it to them, so that they'll get the result there, right? So they'll let you know once the process is done, medical process is done. They will actually let you know that you will not get the response. Instead, the Canadian embassy will be getting the response within a week or so. Few times when you apply, it may take a couple of months to reflect in the portal as well, right? In the Canadian IRCC portal, if you are looking at it, maybe it may take a couple of weeks or months maybe to get that reflected in there. So don't worry about that. Also, sometimes IRCC takes time to show your details, but it is actually reflected back in there. So most of the time you will not get rejected in the medicals, so don't worry about that. I hope you liked the part 1 part of this video, guys. So thanks for watching the video. Part 2 is about to come, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribing our channel. Until the next video, Krishna signing off. Take care. Bye.